Welcome to day one. Let's get started. We're going to start by straightening our legs out. We're going to make circles with our ankles for 30 seconds. And make sure that you keep your knees nice and straight so that the movement's coming from the ankles. Good. Now we're going to go in the other direction. We're going to do this for the 30 seconds again. And remember to keep those knees nice and straight so the motion is coming from the ankles. Good, and then rest there. Now we're gonna work on some toe wiggles. So you're gonna straighten those legs out again, and you're just going to wiggle your toes, and we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Don't worry about how you wiggle them, just wiggle in any direction, nice and fast. Good, and rest there. Now sit forward on your chair and place your feet flat on the ground. And we're gonna do some toe taps. So we're gonna lift our toes off the ground, keeping our heels on the ground, and then bring them back down. And we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. And you can go a little faster. And you're gonna feel the front of your shins starting to activate or get a little bit tired. And that's okay, that's what we're looking for. They might even start to burn. Good, and rest there. Give those a little shake. Now we're gonna repeat the same thing with our heels. So we're gonna lift our heels off the ground, keeping our toes on the ground, and bring them back down. And we're just gonna lift and drop down again for 30 seconds. And we can go a little faster. Good, and rest there. So now you're gonna grab a towel, a t-shirt, any type of material you can. If you don't have anything, you can do this exercise just on the floor as well. You're gonna place it in front of you. You're gonna place your toes on the towel and your heel on the ground. And we're gonna use our toes to scrunch the towel up and pull it close towards you, and then relax. And you're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. Now don't worry if the material isn't coming closer towards you. It's not so much about moving the towel or the shirt, it is about activating that bottom of the foot. So just keep going. Good, and rest there. Reposition the towel, and let's do the other side. So toes on the towel, heel on the ground. Scrunch the toes and relax. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Perfect, now we're gonna put our towel away. We're gonna stand up and we're gonna work on our arches. So open your feet a little bit wider than hip width, And I want you to imagine like you're kind of pulling on that towel and you're gonna scrunch your toe a bit into the ground and lift the arches off the ground here. Keep those lifted and you're gonna bend to one side and then come back to the center and switch to the other side. Now the goal here is we wanna keep that little arch in the bottom of our foot and not let it collapse down like that. We wanna keep them elevated. We're gonna do 15 of these on each side. So remember to keep those arches lifted. If your foot starts to cramp at all, you can take a little break and reset. We've got 5 more each side. One last one. Good, and rest there. Now we're gonna go into a calf stretch. So you're gonna place one leg in front of you and one behind you. You can have your hands on your hips for balance. Try and keep your hips facing forward and your back leg is gonna be straight, and try and keep your heel on the ground. Lean forward till you feel a stretch in the back of the bottom leg. And we're gonna hold that there for 30 seconds. If you do need to use some balance, you can place your hand on a chair or on the wall. And you never want to feel pain in your stretches, but a deep stretch is okay. Good, and come out of that and we'll switch to the other side. So step the opposite leg back, keep that heel planted, keep the legs straight, hips facing forward, lean forward till you feel a stretch in the back of the leg and hold there for 30 seconds. Remember to keep breathing throughout all our stretches. Good, and then come out of that stretch. Now we're gonna work another calf stretch, but a little different. So step the first leg back again. This time we're gonna bend our back knee slightly and the heel will lift off the ground. You're gonna keep the weight still in the front leg and you're gonna feel the stretch move a little lower in the calf or a little lower in the lower part of the leg. And let's hold that there for 30 seconds. You want to imagine reaching that heel to the ground as much as you can, but keep the back knee bent. Good, let's step out of that and we'll switch to the other side. So the opposite leg back behind you, bend the knee slightly, and try and keep reaching that heel to the ground. It will lift off and that's okay. And you'll feel that stretch a little lower, and we're holding here for 30 seconds. Good, come on up. Now you've completed day 1.